I wanna cater to you. I'm fucking great. What y'all know about that? I'm trying to cater to you. Hey, y'all know, man. Y'all don't know nothing because y'all young. Y'all young whippersnappers don't know nothing about that. Y'all young. Now let me do my little thing. Let me do my little dance. I know I gotta got man. This thing right. Hold on. Turn on that monetization. There we go. I don't know how that's confirmed by review. They be don't be wrong with the yellow marks on the lives, bro. I don't be not why they do that with me. Let me make sure I got my open. We finna go ahead and get straight into it. You feel me? Yeah, feel me? Ja feel me? You feel me? I don't know if you feel me. Nothing disrespect to mine. Oh no, I turn it back up. Where that ringer at? Yeah, turn that ringer silento. All right, let's go ahead and get straight into it. Y'all already know what's going on. Man, back up, Pluto. Ain't that time. I don't want to have. Don't want to have to do that to you right now, man. Excuse me, Wheezy F Baby in the building. I ain't gonna lie, folks. I always felt like Queso was a goofy, right? I knew he was a goofy because he thought his dad was gonna take the charge for him and go spend the rest of his life in prison because he wanted to gangbang. But then I forgot he also got another case coming up for another murder, and he's probably going down for that one too. So everybody wave bye to Queso, man. He's gonna wait for life, literally the rest of his life. He's gone. Over with.
Man, what's up, everybody?
Hold on, I think that thing going. I think it's going. Oh, it's not. Oh, all right.
Welcome back to another episode of EOS. It's 1090 Jake, man. I'm rocking with y'all, and y'all rocking with me. And for this video,
I don't know why it's looking like that.
On Queso getting a fresh life sentence, and the other one.
I don't know why my thing. Hold on, man. I gotta fix it. I don't know why it's doing that. I think it's because it's 4K. I put that in. Don't put it in 4K. Put it in HD.
Soon to come. 26-year-old Hakeem Robinson, aka Queso,
right,
is a known associate of Jacksonville drill star Youngin Ace.
Okay. Okay, matter of fact, let's just start the whole reaction over. I ain't like the energy on that. You feel what I'm saying? I had to fix that, and it was just bad. I ain't like the energy, man. We're just gonna start the whole reaction over. Going, start that all over again. You feel what I'm saying? Reverse that. Reverse that. Hold on. Put that in 1080p HD, and then we just gonna go from there. You feel what I'm saying? Now let's run it back one more time, Quay. Yo, man, y'all already know what's word is, man. We got another goofy on the line. Now, first we had Queso, who thought that his dad, 50, 60-year-old dad, 70-year-old dad was gonna take a life sentence for him so he can go out in the streets and do some more stupid stuff. Nah, bro. He finna snitch so he can get back to his family, like a real family man would. And then you got another murder trial coming up. You already got life. What, you gonna get a double life sentence, man? I come to trial not giving a damn.
Man, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of EOS. It's 1090 Jake, man. I'm rocking with y'all, and y'all rocking with me. And for this video, we're gonna be speaking on Queso getting a fresh life sentence.
Fresh.
And the other one that's soon to come.
Fresh.
26-year-old Hakeem Robinson, aka Queso, is a known associate of Jacksonville drill star Youngin Ace. Two gangs of young men would go to war in Jacksonville streets, identified by law enforcement as ATK, or Ace's top killers, and KTA. I
feel like that's crazy, bro. If the ATK really genuinely stands for Ace's top killers, bro, how does he not have a RICO right now? How does he not have a RICO? Your name is Ace. You rap about dissing the ops, and then your gang is called Ace's top killers, and you're Ace. How does he not have a RICO right now, bro? How is he not indicted? I don't get it.
Julio Fulio was infamously known as Ace's main rival before he was violently gunned down in a hail of gunfire in Tampa last year.
Doing all that bapping.
His death would mark the end of Jacksonville drill.
Right.
Queso, a main member of ATK, has been in police custody since 2020. Since then, he's been found guilty of brutally murdering a rival man named Lil Buck.
Okay.
They'd find his address on the Duval County Clerk website. Following him in a vehicle.
I ain't gonna lie, that's another thing I don't like. It's crazy how everything is really court records. Like, I can literally go look up somebody's address right now. I can look up my ops address and somebody on the internet address. I can look up anybody's address on these court documents. Find their address, run their license plate, do whatever. What part of the game is that? That's not a part of the game that I know. I don't understand that part of the game.
Lil Buck was unaware as he went into a business for a job interview.
Right.
When he walked out, Queso would gun him down with rifle rounds. A witness on scene later stated in court, Lil Buck's face was blown off.
Jesus.
And his teeth were left on the ground.
Jesus.
The shooting was witnessed by an officer parked in the parking lot. A brief chase would lead to the getaway vehicle crashing, and at that point, Queso, the shooter, Scotty, the passenger, and Butter, the driver, all bailed from the vehicle.
I believe it all types of evidence.
The two others ran another,
Goofies.
breaking into a woman's house, holding her hostage, and changing into her husband's clothes for disguises.
And they thought that made sense.
Called Queso's dad, Abdul Robinson, aka Blue,
right,
to pick them up.
What up, Blue?
Queso
what up, Fi?
got away on foot after dashing through backyards and hopping fences. As you all know by now, Butter would take the stand snitching on everyone, Blue would take the stand snitching on his own son, and both snitches, along with a ton of evidence, would result in Queso and Scotty being sentenced to life in Florida State Prison.
But what they really expect, though, I'm just confused on. You thought the driver was going to keep it silent. All he did is drive, bro. Y'all got life. He's getting 25 years. I will take 25 years over life any day, bro. You throwing these crazy numbers in my face saying I'm never going to get out of prison? I'm just going to snitch. I'm going to tell. Sorry, not sorry. All this street code, whoop-de-whoop, whoop-de-doo. I'm not doing that. And then you got the dad. Bro, he's got other kids. He's got a whole life outside of this. He just pulled up to try to help you. And then you got me dragged into this BS. Now, hell yeah, I'm a snitch.
And if that isn't enough, Queso was still fighting another murder case.
Of course he is.
In 2021, Queso would be interviewed by police while having already been arrested for the murder of Lil Buck.
Stupid.
Refusing to speak, he'd be told he's charged again with murder.
Stupid.
This time for the 2019 death of Julio Fulio associate, Lil Bibby.
Stupid.
Hilltop Village would serve as the stronghold for Julio Fulio and all those associated with him. Back in 2019, 16-year-old Adrian Gaynor, aka Bibby, was with a friend under the gazebo by the playground.
Okay.
The two were looking at Bibby's phone. At the same time, a gray Nissan entered the apartment complex. Two men stepped out carrying rifles, ambushing the gazebo and opening fire. Bibby and his friend would run in opposite directions, with Bibby tripping and falling, and Queso is alleged to have walked up, firing several shots into Bibby's head or neck.
Jesus Christ.
Bibby died shielding his head with his arms. Police would respond within minutes, locating 45 shell casings, all from a high-powered rifle. Detectives would collect surveillance video and trace the Nissan to Queso's circle. A confidential witness would later identify Queso as one of the shooters, but no one would draw as much attention to Queso as himself.
Of course, because he's a goofy.
Queso would self-snitch to a level of legendary status as he bragged, trolled, and continued to flaunt his murderous ways through every way possible. In his song Violent Child, he'd rap, "There he goes slipping with his head in his phone. I got the chrome, I'm finna hit him dead in his dome." The lyrics would match the exact murder investigation of Bibby. But Queso didn't use just music to diss so he could say, "Oh, it's just music, you can't use lyrics against me."
Right.
Queso would flat the fuck out diss on every app possible.
Tweak it.
Baby, I'm flying with Bibby, Bibby, I'm flying.
Tweaking.
Baby, you know, yeah. We smoking on Bibby, you already know.
Tweaking.
Oh, he's smoking.
And you know what? I blame him, right? But I really blame Chicago, bro. Because we started this. We made it cool to go on the internet, diss the hell out your op after you smoke them, and then put them in songs and all this stuff, bro. We made that popular. And I'm not proud of that, bro. Because King, Von, Dirk, Keith, all these, especially Keith, bro. That Tuka, like RP to Tuka, bro. It's not even Tuka death that changed the world. It's the fact that they put him in a song. And then they started really dissing. Like, they still diss Tuka to this day, bro. To this day. And there's so many stories going around that Tuka wasn't even like that. No disrespect if he was. But I heard he was a civilian. So it's just crazy how people be getting hit up and the world be changing because people always want to diss. And then we influence them. Then they influence the rest of the world too. Because not everybody's saying, "Oh, I'm smoking this, I'm doing that, I'm doing this, I'm doing that." And then ended with Fulio dying, him getting life. Younger days can't even come back there no more. Everybody dying, bro. It's just crazy how this shit just escalates so fast.
Baby, that shit nationwide and I'm finna trademark, baby. He finna be on like Google and shit. It's gonna be like it's gonna be like 16-year-old got shot the fuck up.
Tripping.
Hey, say hello. I'm finna put that boy ass on Google.
I got this
Tripping.
on my neck, man. Niggas tripping. Big B's, nigga. For bitch.
Tripping.
Bitch. I don't even know game, mama. I bang baby, bitch. Who that nigga crying about in the song every day? Oh my Lord, why you had to take you 16?
Tripping.
Nigga be crying every day. I was 16. He had one dream. Nigga had a dream to die.
Ain't okay, bro. It's not cool. Not cool, bro. What y'all think, chat? Let me know. Let me know.
Being cremated and laugh at his mom for wanting justice.
When I put that shit on baby cremated ass, we whoop their ass out. I run that gym, bro. That cremated, man.
That's not funny though. How's that funny? How's that funny though?
Bitch, you stupid, boy. You need to chill out, man. Hey, they got his mom walking around,
That ain't funny, man. Y'all nigga. That's why you got life in prison. I don't even want to see that, man. We can skip past that. That's goofy.
They still don't bring my baby back.
Last week, Gaynor's family learned
That's goofy.
Kim Robinson, also known as a rapper named Queso, was charged in her son's 2019 murder. Gaynor was 16 years old.
I exhaled for the first time in 2 years. I could actually take a breath for the first time in 2 years.
I can finally get some sleep, knowing that they out the street.
They tore up his grave. They spit on his grave. They urinated on his grave. They
Bogus.
made fun of our rallies.
It's bogus.
They made fun of us marching. They mocked us every chance that they got.
Gaynor's nickname was Bibby. His mother says Robinson.
The fact you even put this out is crazy.
Called Bibby out. His picture is on the cover with several other murder victims that she says is a diss. Robinson also wrote about Gaynor in his songs, using the lyrics, "You know we smoke, little Bibby." What was that like seeing that?
Hell, that every video took my breath away. It took my family's breath away. My kids had to see that. My family had to see that.
For real though.
Guaranteed all of this is going to be used as evidence against Queso during the Bibby trial, as investigators have already confirmed it.
It's over with.
Queso couldn't help brag, diss, and think he'd be able to walk in society while killing and killing again. Even when Lil Buck was killed in January of 2020, Queso only waited 5 months until him and Jada Youngin dropped the song Step On Some. And word for word, Queso would say,
"Now come here, all my niggas about that murder, we chase your ass down, we jumping fences like they hurdle."
Like, come here, oh my, about that murder. We'll chase your ass down, we jumping fences like they hurdles. Again, he'd be giving an exact description of killing Lil Buck, running from the car crash, and jumping gates to escape.
Crazy work.
With a fresh life sentence, Queso is still waiting for a trial date, and no one should be surprised when he's found guilty and given another life sentence.
He's over with. He's fried. He over fried. At this point, there's nothing he can do. There's literally nothing he can do, bro. He's got to take his case. He got to take them charges like a man. Because you did that goofy ass shit. Ain't no one make you do that, bro. You went and started sliding, saying F the ops and do all this, even if they did kill your homie, bro. Okay, you could have, I'm not glorifying it, but you could have got back, right? And just shut up. I promise you, you probably would have beat the case if you just shut up. A lot of stuff they be using in y'all trials is because of the music. Stop making this murder music. It's not that hard, gang. I swear it's not that. I swear it's not that hard, man. How they be doing a whole bunch of cap ass shit and then wonder why the police be on your ass. What else are they gonna do? They're gonna let you just run around like this shit Iraq? Like you just finna run around and smoke anybody that you want to smoke? Like, hell no, that's not what's going on to it. There. I ain't gonna lie to you. Philly ain't no better. Philly just as bad. Philly be having videos with shit like, bro, what did they do? What did they do to make the people that made the city that mad? Cause they, Baltimore, Philly, even DC, I feel like but you don't got no jail. Y'all go to the feds. Y'all going straight to the federal prison, the federal camp. That's not cool, man. That ain't P.
Philadelphia is famously called the city of brotherly love, a place built on ideals of unity and community. But beneath the nickname, the streets of Philly have seen their share of betrayal and bloodshed. In this city, love and loyalty don't always mean safety.
Right.
Sometimes the very people closest to you can be the ones plotting your downfall.
Oh God, that's true.
Philadelphia's darkest cases, it's women, girlfriends, wives, even teenage girls who played the role of bait, luring men into traps that cost them their lives. In today's video, we'll be looking at 3 stories from Philadelphia where women set up men to be killed.
That's
Each
crazy.
case shows how quickly trust can turn into a weapon.
That's why y'all gotta be careful. Y'all be trying to do all these one night stands and taking girls home. You just mad and you, man, look. That's on my mouth. No diddy. But y'all be thinking they so sweet and they so innocent. They can never do anything to hurt you and all this jibber jabber. These hoes is crazy, bro. Like, no disrespect to the woman. I love my woman. I'm fun on one love, but these hoes is crazy. Don't put it past a girl to set you up for a 4 and a date. A 4 and a new pair of Jordans, a new wig and some goddamn lashes. Don't put it, because a lot of them think it's not going to get tied back to them. They can just walk away scotch-free, because a lot of the time, they do. Not going to cap.
And how brotherly love can sometimes mask the deadliest kinds of betrayal. But before we get into the video, please be sure to like and subscribe.
Hold on, Dad. What we do? But we got Jamie Barnes. Jamie Barnes, I say it.
The first case is about a girl named Jamie Barnes from Philadelphia.
Jamie.
That was just 17 years old at the time of her alleged crime.
Right.
She is accused of accidentally killing her own friend while trying to backdoor another man with him. On the evening of August 28, 2022, Jamie was hanging out in a group with 4 other teens and young adults, including 25-year-old Dakari Rome, another teenage girl, a 17-year-old male nicknamed Little Smoke, and another teenager named Kasim Williams. They were riding around in a car from place to place together, messing around and shooting people with Orbeez guns. The car belonged to Dakari, and Jamie was the one driving. The group eventually stopped at a 7-Eleven, then later parked in a lot on Grant Street near Union Alley. It was there that they set their plan in motion. Kasim had exchanged text messages with Dakari about robbing Little Smoke of his gun. Dakari texted Kasim saying things like, "We can get it tonight," and "He think we cool, he gonna let you hold it." Kasim responded with instructions telling Dakari to just play it cool, don't make him nervous. The plan was simple: hang out like friends, then convince Little Smoke to hand over the gun and turn it on him. They were able to successfully convince Little Smoke to hand the gun over to Dakari. That's where things spiraled out of control.
Here we go.
Dakari handed the gun to Kasim, who then handed the gun to Jamie. Instead of just holding it, she started filming herself waving the gun around. She then proceeded to point the gun at Little Smoke and asked him what else he had on him. When he saw the barrel pointed at him, Little Smoke instinctively raised his hand. That's when Jamie fired the gun. The bullet tore right through Little Smoke's hand and accidentally shot directly into Dakari's chest. Dakari collapsed in the passenger seat.
So this is a lot of fouls, a lot of flags on the play that I'm seeing right now. First of all, the main issue is you never give anyone your weapon. You never, nah, man. You never do that. Because if you got down, what? Why would you do that? Then they rob you, you don't got nothing. Or then they up on you and then anything can happen. You don't have anything to defend yourself with. So now you look stupid. Then, don't even let me get started on the goddamn you passing the pipe around. You're going to give it to the girl. You're going to get a pipe to the girl. Why are we giving pipes to girls? That's not what we're doing. I'm not finna slide no weapon, no loaded weapon to a girl. Are you crazy? You lost your mind, bro. And then you gonna try to grab it from her when she up on you. Oh no, man. You tripping. You damn near. You set your own self up.
Once Little Smoke processed what happened, he ran out of the car. Jamie handed the gun to Kasim, who fired multiple shots in Little Smoke's direction, but luckily none of them hit him. The group then drove Dakari to the hospital, where he was pronounced dead. Police quickly connected the dots. They recovered the text messages that showed the plan to rob Little Smoke of his gun. Witnesses confirmed Jamie had been the one holding and firing the weapon. She was placed on the most wanted list the very next day, but was arrested in Philadelphia less than 2 months later. She was charged with first-degree murder, second-degree murder, third-degree murder, aggravated assault, robbery, conspiracy, possessing an instrument of crime, and multiple firearm charges. Kasim was charged with third-degree murder, attempted murder, aggravated assault, conspiracy, and possessing an instrument of crime. In 2023, he pled guilty to third-degree murder and attempted murder and was sentenced to 12 to 24 years in state prison.
Ooh.
Jamie, facing trial, eventually took a plea deal too. She pled guilty to third-degree murder and aggravated assault. In 2024, a judge sentenced her to 10 to 25 years in prison.
Damn. 10 to 25 is a crazy range, though. Like,
the next case is about a woman named Catherine L., who was 29 years old at the time of her crime. She was living in a small town called Plymouth Mead, which is about a 30-minute drive from Philadelphia. She had recently ended her relationship with a 35-year-old man named William Carter, but they decided to keep living in the same house together. What looked like an uneasy living arrangement would lead to something much darker. Catherine claimed that William had stopped paying his share of rent and other bills, leading to tension to rise between them. Things got even worse when William won $3,000 sports betting. Catherine was jealous that William did not share any of the money with her. It was at that point that she decided that he needed to be robbed. Prosecutors say Catherine began bringing up William's recent gambling wins to people, telling others he had money worth taking. It was then that she set her plan in motion. She placed a GPS tracker into the car that William drove, then reached out to her drug dealer, a 29-year-old man named Daquan Allen. Texts and testimony later showed that Catherine called Daquan the night of the murder, giving him William's exact location and telling him how long he'd be there. Daquan didn't act alone. He put together a small crew. He recruited 17-year-old Damon Brantley Jr., 17-year-old Justin Davis, and 28-year-old Jerry Butler to join him on this mission and carry out the robbery while he served as the getaway driver.
Wow, this is crazy, bro.
On January 20th, 2024, the crew moved in. William went out to his car a little before 8 p.m. near Westwood and Powell Streets in Norristown when he was ambushed. 3 men exited a gray Toyota RAV4 and approached him, while a 4th man stayed behind in the driver's seat. One of the suspects pushed him against a wall, and then after the robbery was done, one of them fatally shot William before all 3 ran back to their
What did they do that for? You robbed
them.
them.
Once they got away, they divvied up the money, less than $1,000 each.
So y'all robbed a nigga, bro. Are you serious? So y'all probably robbed somebody for like $800, $900 a pop. And then you popped them for no reason because you already robbed folks. Yeah, he know that's you, but like that's the risk you take when you robbing niggas, bro. He's gonna know it's you. Unless you just goddamn just getting the info from somebody, and even still, people connect the dots. So like that's what come with this shit, bro. So if y'all was scared, go to church. What the hell y'all even in this for if y'all so scared?
To cover up their tracks by burning the getaway vehicle, but there was too much evidence left behind. Surveillance cameras later caught Catherine meeting up with Daquan in Philadelphia, where he handed her $700, her cut of the setup. Cell phone records and the GPS device sealed the case. Police tracked down Daquan, Jerry, and Damon in upstate New York and brought them back to Montgomery County to face trial. Catherine turned herself in on February 7th, 2024. At trial, Justin testified that Catherine had been the inside link. He told the jury about her call to Daquan, her role in pointing them toward William.
This is crazy.
And the plan for Damon to obtain a stolen car so it couldn't be traced.
This is crazy.
The jury's verdicts reflected each man's role. Damon was the one that fired the gun and killed William, so he was convicted of first-degree murder.
Yep,
Daquan and Jerry were convicted of second-degree murder, conspiracy, and robbery.
Yeah.
Because Damon was only 17 at the time of the killing, his sentence is a mandatory 35 years to life. Daquan and Jerry.
I thought they was gonna be lenient. They said because he's 17, I thought they were gonna be. They just gave that nigga 35 to life. 35 to life? Oh my God. Holy, what the other guys get?
Are each facing life sentences without parole.
Ah!
Justin's plea deal and testimony allowed him to avoid a life sentence and get tried as a juvenile. He got a lenient sentence of just 4 years in juvenile prison as a part of his deal.
Oh yeah, he
as
good.
For Catherine, she chose to cooperate as well.
He good, he
in June
good.
of 2024, she pled guilty to third-degree murder and robbery. This led to her getting a relatively light sentence for the heinous nature of her actions.
Right.
In October of 2024, she was sentenced to 6 to 15 years in state prison.
Okay, I see what's going on. I see what's going on. I get the program.
The case is about a woman named Danielle Baxter, who was 39 years old at the time of her alleged crime. Danielle and her husband a 30-year-old man named Jordan Baxter lived in the Roxborough/Andorra section of Northwest Philadelphia.
Right.
Jordan had worked for 14 years as a regional rail engineer for SEPTA. Together, they had 3 children. According to their neighbors, the family was outwardly friendly and cared for by those who knew them.
You know, like any other normal family. Any normal family.
Going on. In the days leading up to the tragedy, Danielle posted something on social media that would later draw attention. On March 14, 2025, she posted, "These females out here be plotting on your marriage and waiting for your downfall so they can come right on in."
Oh,
and these men let
don't
them.
Tell me.
Just 5 days after posting that message,
oh man,
Danielle would allegedly do the unspeakable to her husband.
Oh.
On March 19, 2025, early in the morning, neighbors heard screaming at the home on the 800 block of Bells Mill Road.
What the fuck?
Police responded around 7 a.m. They discovered Jordan in the driveway between 2 parked cars, lying on a plastic sheet. He was unresponsive, a gun found resting on his chest, and he was pronounced dead on the scene.
That's crazy.
Investigators quickly found evidence suggesting the shooting did not happen outside. Jordan had been shot inside a bedroom in the home, and then his body was dragged outside.
Bro, I don't even. That's crazy. I thought she was gonna smoke the lover, like the girl that she was trying to fornicate with. I didn't think she was gonna just. That's sick. I ain't gonna lie to you, brother. That's sick, brother. That's sick, brother. I don't know about that one, brother. I ain't rocking with that one, brother. That's crazy. Oh my God. Holy shit. Holy moly. Donut shop, nigga. That was bad. That one was bad. That's why you can't love her, can't trust her. I'm funny. That's why you gotta do that. But we got the cops hunting down someone in the movie theater, and we finna see what's going on with that. Cause you know, I don't want to put any judgment on the scene already, but I don't feel like this man will be of any color. I don't feel like it's gonna be a person of color.
On September 13th,
so.
2024 in Seattle, Washington, officers urgently respond to a movie theater where reports came in of a group fight with a gun involved.
Lincoln 11, we have 1 RP standing by the ticketing office to flag down officers and direct you. We're still trying to confirm the location of the gun.
They got it. They downtown with it too. They're tripping. They're tripping. So wherever you at, you definitely not supposed to be with the pipe, shorty. You already know that though. I hate when people go. You go somewhere you know you're not supposed to be with the pipe, and then act surprised people are on that because you got a pipe.
Yep. I'm gonna call dispatch Peter 11. He has the clip of his gun. Yeah. Guy right there, right? With the white shirt. Hey! Gray hoodie, stop! Stop right now. Let me see your hands.
Definitely ducking. I'll be ducking the cover too.
Put your hands up. Get out of the way. See your hands. See your hands. My hands is up.
No, they not. I hate when people tweak. Why do you be tweaking when they got the AR at you though, bro? That's not the time to tweak. They got the stick at you. You supposed to be, yes sir, no sir. Have your face down. Hey, whatever they tell you to do, man. I don't tell you they tell you to do some jumping jacks. You do it. You got the AR on you, and you were talking about my hands is up. You trying to act tough and act like you're not scared, nigga. I'm scared. Police pointed the gun in my face. I was like, all right, like you know, like I ain't shit myself, but I was definitely like, okay, this is real. This was going on. Like, let me be smooth.
Can you tell me what happened? So we were in the same exact road, and then I don't know, I just heard like this commotion going on. And
so when you say commotion, like yelling?
Yeah, it was like, but it was quiet. It was like a quiet commotion. You know?
Anybody else saw what happened? Turned around and like heard wrestling. I stayed in there a very long time, long enough to see someone with a dark sweatshirt with a big white stripe on it.
What you want? What you want?
I want you to lay, get down.
Oh, no, I'm not doing nothing.
Get down.
Get your sergeant.
Get down.
Get your sergeant. Nope.
With the stick pointed at you is crazy.
Nope.
With the stick pointed right at you is insane work though.
It was because it was dark. Now that
Big Balls McGee over here.
It was him standing up above me.
You're gonna get tased if you don't comply.
Okay, want to lay down over there?
Down.
Just kneel down.
You guys doing this for what? We'll talk about it in just a second. Oh yeah, after you got me in cuffs, huh?
Yes.
So I believe the blonde woman was pushed
by the
down, almost down the staircase. She caught herself. She was trying to like maybe separate the issue.
You got it with me, bro. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so what's going on? You got me in, and now you want to ask me what I'm doing?
Yes.
What's going on?
Go stand face that wall.
Oh, you trying to blow my right from searching?
Stand against the wall.
He's yupping his ass up now. He roughing his dumb ass up now.
We're not doing this.
It's over with him now.
My Fourth Amendment.
90% of critics, the guy you detained, violently strike the male, and then turn around and violently strike the female, and it sounded like he did that, like punch. Yeah, and I think it was
assault times two.
It was a loud crunch.
Oh,
and then another theater goer found the
pistol whipping somebody in the movie theater. Downtown, wherever city you at, you look like you in Seattle. So downtown Seattle. What the fuck, nigga? You just pistol whip somebody in the middle of the theater while the movie going on? Crazy work. I don't know what people be expecting when they do certain shit. They didn't want to act crazy with police, and then I'm supposed to feel bad for you. I don't feel bad for you, bro.
For the pistol, so I'm assuming a pistol whip, mag flew out. Guy picked up the mag as he was running out.
So it's illegal to have a gun, huh? Yeah, I'm on permit for that too.
Okay, well, you're not allowed to pull it out in a theater.
Well, actually, I was getting attacked. I'm here watching the movie. I get jumped by a white man and white woman, huh?
Okay. So if you want to tell us your side of the story, I'm happy to listen to that.
Yeah, I bet. After you got me handcuffed, you violating my rights.
I'm not violating your rights. We're investigating a crime.
Yeah, you handcuffed me though. It's called being detained. It's called having a legal right to carry a firearm too.
So let's start back at the beginning because I don't know what the issue was.
That's true. That's true.
Okay, so
that's true.
There was something going on.
I couldn't. It was dark in the
That is true. I'm from grade. That is true.
Loud strikes.
So you were sitting there. You heard something going on.
Yeah, everyone got jazzed. A bunch of people got up because someone said that there was a gun. I didn't hear that, so I was just kind of like, what the fuck is going on? Should I go help?
Searching me, breaking my Fourth Amendment right.
No, you're detained. We can search you all we want.
Yeah, okay. So this how y'all start your invasion, huh? Handcuff people and pin them against the wall, huh?
So if you stop talking for a minute, I'll explain to you what the
Yeah, after you got me handcuffs and pinned me against the wall, right?
So we got a call that you had a gun. You were identified by several people here. So if that's not the case, then we'll sort that out. But for our safety and everybody else here, we have to handcuff you.
Oh, really?
So right now you're being detained until we investigate it further.
Okay. Well, your partner's hurting my elbow. He's acting like I'm trying to resist. You already got me handcuffed, bro. What are you doing?
Well, you were resisting.
Yeah, you had my elbow in an uncomfortable way. I'm trying to push it off. You already got me handcuffed. What else you want me to do?
At first, we didn't know.
That's true. That is true too, though. I'm from grade. You already got me in handcuffs. I will agree with that. I will agree with that.
This isn't something medical.
So at what point did you see the man violently strike the male and then violently strike the female that same way?
Right before we left to try and go out the fire exit. This was in the back corner of the theater still. I mean, it could have just been his fist, but it was a very loud crunching sound.
Sorry you had to experience all of this.
It's okay. I mean, just glad that no one got critically injured.
Correct. Gotcha. Y'all have a good night, okay?
Get my wallet. That's my permit in there. Get my wallet. I ain't going nowhere. Stop being all scary.
I know.
Get my wallet.
Relax.
Y'all over here lying.
Got the permit in there. It's crazy.
Stop swinging me around. Stop swinging me around like I'm going through it. And dropping my phone. Get my phone. Liar, bro.
I want to see how this works out because he really have his.
Hey, for real.
Yep, Seattle called it. I want to see if he really had his license though. Really actually still to carry. At this point, they're just gonna charge you for disruption. I don't want to see the man just get the pain. I don't want to see the man just get brutalized like that, man. Man just getting brutalized now. We ain't trying to see that. We ain't trying to see the man just get goddamn dominated and brutalized. Like, what type of vibe is that?
The extent of the
Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
Go to the
An
charges.
officer was approached at the scene
Get
by
to
the
the
two
charges.
main victims, Liam and Elena. Liam immediately stated, "That guy wouldn't let us leave." The officer then noticed Liam was bleeding heavily from the left side of his face. Liam turned, and the officer observed approximately half of his left ear had been ripped off and was dangling. The officer also observed Elena was bleeding from a laceration at her hairline. After the officer requested for medical assistance, Liam then proceeded to tell the officer the whole story. A verbal altercation ensued when Liam asked the suspect approximately 20 times to move his legs that were up on the seat in front of him. After the suspect continuously refused, Liam's girlfriend Elena stood up and approached the suspect to ask why he wouldn't let Liam through. At this time, the suspect then stood up and pushed Elena, instigating a fight between all three of them. Liam stated the suspect began to punch both him and Elena numerous times and pulled Elena by the hair. The suspect then said, "I have a gun and I'm going to shoot you." Liam said the fight continued and other parties got involved throughout. After a few minutes, Liam stood up and observed the three of them were the only people remaining in the theater. Liam and Elena then attempted to leave, but the suspect chased after them and managed to block their exit. The suspect then accused Liam and Elena of stealing his phone and wouldn't let them leave. They were eventually able to get past and go down to the lobby where they met with officers.
That's crazy.
Another witness stated he heard the suspect say, "I've got a gun, I'll shoot you, and I'm gonna shoot everyone." The suspect was charged with 2 counts of felony harassment and 2 counts of assault. He is innocent unless proven guilty in a court of law.
Paranoia is like gasoline
That's
on
crazy
fire.
work.
It can make
That's
every
crazy,
glance
bro.
look
All
hostile.
because you wanted to be an asshole, though, just to find out, even if you did have your license or whatever. Just because you was being an asshole, you got sent to jail. And now you got felonies. Multiple felonies on your shit. All because he wants to be an asshole. I don't get it, bro. I be wondering why people just can't be smooth, man. I would think I'm just the only cool guy left that just wants to be a regular person. I don't know about all these other people. They be tripping, man. Real. I'm gonna keep it 100 with you, though. I appreciate y'all for tuning in. I'm gonna come back later with another stream on Fun on Grade. I know how I'm bumming. Go subscribe to all my other channels on Fun on Grade.